Hello, this is Malia Holleran, and you are here for Inspiration Station TV, and I am joined by my lovely co-hosts, Lori Beltran, and the birthday girl, Linda West. Hey, ladies, how are you doing?
Hello.
Great.
Happy
Doing
birthday,
awesome.
Linda.
Thank you.
How's your
And
day?
oh my gosh, it was crazy. I got up and I set out a challenge to people to post a birthday video, and I spent the first 2.5 hours of my morning just watching videos and looking at happy birthday posts. And just reading the birthday posts when they're up is really fantastic, but watching the videos, oh my God, I was laughing, I was crying, I was laughing, I was crying. It's really amazing. And some people you don't know what a beautiful voice they have singing until you hear them, and it's just been really incredible. You're one of them, Malia. Awesome job.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it was fun. It was interesting. That was a one-take wonder, by the way.
Woo! I can't hardly wait for my birthday wish, Malia. I want you to. My birthday wish is going to be for everyone to do a birthday dance.
Should we announce when your birthday is?
I forgot about that part.
Okay, well, we'll just announce it for you.
We have to tell
It's
people.
fun.
Oh my gosh,
Yes,
so exciting!
yes. It will be. We will be at Connections, and I'll be having a Connection Business Networking birthday.
Oh, and then we'll do the flash mob that Linda and I have been planning.
What?
We'll do our
Yeah.
flash mob.
She's like,
Oh my gosh.
you know what a flash mob is?
No, but I can only imagine from Malia, and if I imagine
Okay.
you, Linda, forget it. No.
Fun stuff. So we're waiting for our lovely guest, and while we do that, let's introduce ourselves a little bit. Just tell everybody, well, I already said who you are, but what you do and why you're here to inspire people. Laura, you go.
Okay. Hi, everyone. This is Lori Beltran, and one of the reasons why I was so on board with Linda and Malia was because I think as mothers and business owners, it's really, really important that we uplift each other, because nothing's to be said negative about men, but they don't go through the trials and tribulations that we go through as mothers, wives, and business owners. And I think that, some of the more seasoned ones, let's just put it that way, okay, the older ones like me, have some wisdom and, experiences that we can share with the ones that are just starting. And so I just wanted to inspire those that think that you can't do it all, because I'm here to tell you, yes, you can. So that's my reason behind being here and uplifting us women in business and all women in general. So that's mine.
Thanks,
Linda?
Lori. What about you, Linda?
To apologize because my internet connection is getting spotty. So if you can go, Malia, before I do, because I need to connect in.
Yeah, sure. My name is Malia, and I am a business consultant, coach, blogger, and I love to talk about business. That's really where my heart is. What I'm passionate about is just sitting down and listening to business ideas, and strategizing is what I'm super good at, and that's what I do with people in general, with my clients and customers and my friends, and I'm always about business. So I love to inspire people to be their best selves, and that's why I do this, because I think it's a really great opportunity to help someone, to give someone the confidence to be their best in everything that they do. And that's important to me because I've been in a place where I lack confidence and just where I didn't see the best in myself. And because I know how that feels, I really want people to understand that they do have the tools that they need to be able to be successful, that it really is within. And I believe that I have a special talent to be able to draw that out. And that's what I love to do, and that's why I do this. So.
Great, Malia. I knew that. I think that you're amazing, and I just love how you pour into everyone to give us golden nuggets.
Thanks.
Linda. Okay.
Linda is still trying to connect. There she is. There she is. There you go.
I'm here. Yay. I love the internet. Okay, so I didn't get to hear what we were talking about because my internet was so spotty.
I'm sorry. So just introduce yourself, what you do, and why you are here to inspire people.
Okay, my name is Linda West, and I was a legal secretary for 20 years, and about 4 months ago, I realized that I wasn't really enjoying what I was doing and decided to quit my job and start my own business called Alms Productions. And it's kind of interesting because when I first started Alms, I had this idea of what I wanted it to be, you know, that I wanted it to be event planning and putting on events and things. And then as the last 4 months have gone by, I've realized that I have a much bigger purpose here on earth, and that is to help nonprofits grow and become sustainable. So I started a nonprofit speaker series to achieve that goal, and it's been really amazing, the people I'm meeting, the connections that it's making by having these people in the same environment, and I just know it's going to get bigger and better from there. And I'm excited to be here at the Inspiration Station. It's, first of all, it's inspiring for me to work with you ladies because you are so incredible, and you really help me to get my mind straight, you know, because I am all over the place. I'm your typical, you know, entrepreneur that has ADD, and you guys really bring me in, and I really love it, and you inspire me every day to just be better and better each day.
Awesome. Thank you. Now, we are actually we have a format today, which I know we're all excited about. Yes. And we're going to have Lori actually share with us just a little bit of inspiration over the last month. These months have been kind of weird, and so we did meet 4 weeks ago. So, Lori, let's talk about something that has inspired you over the last month to really, just where you've seen something inspirational.
Okay, well, I think that as women in business in general, just business owners and entrepreneurs in general, but my heart has always been with women, and so that's why a lot of times my stories are about the trials and tribulations that we go through as business owners, mothers, and wives. But I just want to talk to you about sometimes in life we all have detours that kind of take us to the unknown, the uncertainty, and it can be daunting and scary. And I just want to let you know that there's always a reason why we go through these paths. And I want to just share with you for just a brief couple minutes of what has kind of transpired me into being someone that thought wouldn't go very far, or what was my purpose in life. And when I was younger, I married, and just so you know, you're going to learn a little bit about me on this platform that most of you don't know, but I was married for a whole whopping 2 years. Whoopee! And so it was in an abusive relationship, and I wasn't educated. I didn't, I had a high school education, and that was about it. But I think that what catapulted me to be where I am today is that I just kept moving forward. I didn't know what that really meant. And so going through all the smut that we go through, to me it's like going through challenges, and maybe people in our business that we're trying to sell a service or a product to, they're not understanding the reasons why we're so passionate about what we do. And so sometimes it could be you want to give up, and you just want to just lay down and just say, maybe this is not for me. Maybe I just need to go back to work. And I think that a lot of us in general, if we don't have a place where we can just be ourselves without being afraid, oh my gosh, they're going to think, I'm not successful. Because I'm not here today, ladies, because I'm this awesome person. I'm here because I never quit. No one, especially my ex-husband, he told me that I would never amount to a hill of beans, that I was going to be a welfare brain recipient. And it's funny because I was only 19 when he told me this, but yet it's so ingrained in my head. And it is what has brought me to being who I am today, because I share with you on this panel and everyone listening, keep moving forward. Do not stop. I don't care if you get 25 no's in a row. I promise you, if you keep moving forward and going through those no's, you will get a yes, I promise. And then you can look back and remember why, what was your why to move you forward. You have to always have a why. And so the inspirational part of this all is that I could have been bitter. I'm not. For me, success is the results, and what a better way to enjoy my life, because karma has a way of coming full circle, and I just am in a place right now of abundance and blessings from many friends. And so I hope that I've given you a little bit of insight of, in our business, we do have the ups and downs. Don't quit, ladies. Continue to move on. You are making the path for others to follow. So I leave you with that. I hope it's helped someone, and you've learned a little bit something about me that you probably wouldn't have heard any other place. So thank you for allowing me to share, Malia.
You're very welcome. Thank you for sharing. I think that's an incredible message. Linda, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's so true, and I actually have been thinking about this last several weeks, and it's interesting that you share that, Lori, because I come from the same kind of abusive type of relationship as well. I got married at 19, divorced at 21, 2 kids. And so that's a lot happening in 2 years. And mine was the same. He told me I was stupid and that I was never going to amount to anything. People just did things for me because they felt sorry for me. And it stuck with me for so many years. Even though I've been in a great relationship with my husband for 26 years, that negativity still stuck with me. Even my husband is so positive and uplifting, and he really helps me to be a better person, but it's at the same time that negativity really made an impact on me. But more recently, I've come around to realize that yes, moving forward, taking those steps, and it's what I've been doing all along, is moving forward and taking steps, but I haven't acknowledged myself for it. Like I was doing it, but I didn't see it for what it really was. And just recently, I'm accepting that, wow, you are moving forward, you are taking steps, you are doing things that you need to do to be a better person, to make a difference in the lives of others. And that's just, it's so incredible once you realize what you're doing. And like I'm like even tearing up thinking about how far I've come. You know, just in a really, it's been about 2 years of a lot of healing that has been going on, not even knowing I've been healing, but I have been healing. And I say to him, I thank you for what you did, because it really helped me to grow into who I am today. It's really incredible.
Amen.
Yeah.
That's touching. That's awesome, Linda.
I think that's a really good point, is really acknowledging the acknowledgement, because we are so down on ourselves,
Yep.
This question is for either of you guys. You both talked about, moving forward. Are there like things that you did every day to be able to do that? Like, how did you recognize that you were in this place, and what did you do? Like, what action steps did you take to be able to move forward?
Do you want to start, Lori?
I'm asking this because I know for me, like when I a lot of times when I'm in this space, I don't know I'm in it.
Right.
So what do you do?
I'll go ahead and start. Even when I was young, I read a lot of self-help books, but I don't think I really understood what I was reading. So from my perspective, I think I've always been in that mindset of bettering myself, but here I was bettering myself, but I wasn't giving myself credit for it. That's where, for me, it's a new thought process, is saying, you know what, you are doing a great job. You are worthy. You are smart. You are intelligent. And you do have great ideas. Oh my God, the one idea I posted like a day and a half ago, and it's just blowing up, and I'm like so excited, to have something that it was a thought I had, and I put it out there. So if I hadn't ever put it out there, it would just sit inside of me, and I wouldn't be able to share that with people. So I think for me, a lot of it is about having the confidence to say, you know what, I'm going to say what I feel, and if people don't like it, that's okay. But you know what? They might just love it and then get on board with it. And it's, I think, just a matter of putting it out there. Like, so many people are posting videos on my Facebook. I put a challenge out there. Please post a video, happy birthday video. And it's really incredible, because there are people who are posting videos who have either never posted a video, and there are people who may have posted videos but have never sung on a video and posting it on Facebook, because I asked them to do that, and it's something about that just inspired them to say, okay, I'm going to do it, something they wouldn't maybe otherwise do. So it's been just really incredible, and I, like, from the bottom of my heart, I was thanking everybody, and I got a lot more videos to go look at too.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
so love it.
Lori, what about you? I know you. Well, go ahead. I'm sorry. We talk all the time, so I'm like,
I know.
Go ahead.
You were going to answer. Well, I think I took a different detour, actually. I think I was just so focused on putting one foot in front of the other, because I didn't get a lot of time to think about what I was doing until I was much older. And I think I got so hyper-focused on proving him wrong that I forgot about the whole reason why I was going in that path was not because of him, but it was because of my children. But I didn't know that. So right after that, right after the breakup, I went into the military. And so I was there for 3 years, and I would still be there. But so to really kind of scrutinize the situation, Malia, Linda, I think that, and everyone else, I think for me, it was just putting one foot in front of the other, because I didn't want to be in the life that I had. I didn't think I had value. And so I just kept saying, just one more day, one more step, just do it for the kids. And then as I got a little bit older, in my late 20s, early 30s, then I started thinking, oh my gosh, I'm here to validate myself and my children, but to create a legacy so that other women can understand that they don't have to depend on just a husband, that they can depend on themselves. You know, and yes, having a family is wonderful, and I'm all for that 110%, but I just want to know that, and I want others to know that that is great, but have a plan B just in case. And so that's what I'm like passionate about, is I've come full circle now, Malia, and I know that my path was written like it was, because like, and I've always told you this, and a few others, the analogy about the rose, you know, it's a beautiful flower, but it has to go through the dirt to bloom. And I equate myself to that, is that I came from dirt, kind of, you know, the wrong side of the street and all that. And, you know, I came fast forward, putting one foot in front of the other, not really having focus until I got older. And then that's when I really put the pedal to the metal and just kept going forward, knowing that it was for my children, it was for me. And mostly, to be honest with, I mean, I'm always honest, but to just, I wanted to break the cycle. I didn't want to be like my mom. And
Yeah.
It's a little emotional for me. But I don't ever want my children to stay in a relationship because there's no other avenue. You can always get out. You don't stay in an abusive relationship because you don't have a job. You get out and you go and find a job. So mine was a little different. It was to create a legacy. And I got a little choked up. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm fine.
I think that's pretty amazing. Like you captured your why, and once you discovered what that was, then there was no stopping you. I like that you said, like, it's not about your, you know, for some people it is about their children and it is about their family, and one thing that I struggled with was I felt like that should be mine. You know, because I have kids, my why should be my kids. And I love my kids, I mean, you know, with all my heart. And I want them to have the best of everything. But they're not my biggest why. And connecting with that really helped me just to accept that, yeah, I love my kids, I love my family, but my why doesn't have to be like everybody else's, you know, because I felt bad. I had a why, my kids, and then I felt bad because it wasn't, I felt bad about it because it wasn't like everyone else, because everyone else was saying their kids too, and I was like, okay, my kids.
You know, Amelia, I wanna expound on that, because I've actually experienced the same feelings. Like everybody says, you know, it's my kids, it's my family, and I have felt guilt for that not being my why either. And because like really looking at myself, really of who I am as a person, and being introspective and saying that really isn't my why. My why is different than theirs, and yes, I feel guilt over it, but it's the truth, you know. And when I had a life coach, and she asked me, what is your why? And I was like, I don't really know. I just want to help people. That's all. That's all. And then, like, I keep getting asked, what is your why? What is your why? I'm like, I guess it's supposed to be my family. But it's because I want to help more than just my family. Because there's so much more that I want to offer, and that's to help people. Just help people then that need help, want help. You know, don't everybody start emailing me for help though, because I can only help so many. But you know, I'm helping people in different ways. And hi, Sandra.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
So
good.
I love that, Linda, because I'm the same way. Well, my feeling is the more people, if I can help as many people as I can, my family will be taken care of.
right,
I trust that the work that I do is gonna feed me and mine. They're
right,
gonna have
yeah.
everything beyond their wildest dreams if I get to help more and more people.
Right. It's a result of,
Yeah.
it's like your why is one thing other than that. And the thing is that, people come and go in our lives. It's an ebb and flow. It's just a natural, if it's not ebbing and flowing in your life, then you're stagnant. And that means you're not making change. That means the people around you aren't making change, right? So there is an ebb and flow, but I can help as many people as I can along the way. And
Hmm.
then when I help them, I feel great. And when I'm feeling great, my family's feeling great. It's just an automatic reaction to it. And that's my true why. It's
Yeah.
my family is a result of my why.
Yeah, and it's that feeling. Like for me, I know when I'm talking to somebody about their business, what I may go into that conversation tired and sluggish, but when I get in my zone, I'm like on it. There's no stopping me, and I come out energized and like ready to go to the next person. Who else needs help? What can I do? And that to me, like that feeling is my why. Like I want to feel like that all the time because when
Yes.
I'm in that space and I have that energy, I'm the best mom, you know? Like yesterday I took my daughter to the pet store and now we're getting hamsters. And
Uh-oh.
I know, right? But I'm my best self when I can do my best work. And I
Yes.
love that. Um,
That's awful.
let's take some time. One thing that we want to do every month here at Inspiration Station is have a special guest. And we are so honored to have the lovely Sandra Bredesen with us today, who is a dynamite superstar, knowledgeable, amazing at what she does, and she really um, we all love her because she's an amazing person, first of all. But when we're talking about helping people and just the energy that you get from helping others and being selfless, she's one of the most selfless people I know. She
Yeah.
loves what she does and she consults and advises and gives information freely just from her heart without ever expecting anything in return. And Sandra, just from me to you, you characterize everything that we believe in here at Inspiration TV, Station TV, and we are honored to have you as a guest and just honored that you would just open up your life and business to us and share for us and our guests because just the person that you are and your story is going to inspire many. So thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you for the kind words. That's awesome, Leah.
You're welcome. Love your background there.
Thank you. I'm trying to hide my dirty office.
Mine's not hidden. Mine's the best.
So Sandra was actually hand selected by Linda. And so Linda and Sandra have gotten together and come up with some questions. And Linda's going to interview Sandra. So go ahead. The show's yours.
Okay, so first, Sandra, I'd like you to, introduce yourself to everybody and tell them what your business is and what your business does, and your why would be awesome.
Okay. What my business is I educate and teach people and share essential oils, specifically doTERRA essential oils. Why I started doing this, if you would have told me several years ago I'd be doing something like this, I would say you're nuts. But I had a bout with skin cancer, and long story short, when I found these oils and they helped me, I figured I got to tell people. And I found that I really enjoy helping people, helping them overcome whatever issue, whatever trial they have. It's really fulfilling.
And would you say that that is your why then, or do you have a different why?
Um, I think I have many whys. I don't know if I can characterize it as just one why. That is a big why, helping people. Obviously, my family is another why. Um, Obviously, the world evolves around money, and that is another why. You know, eventually want to be able to follow my kids around wherever they travel and, kind of be in the background but share their life as well. So that's part of a why.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, I wanted to, I sent you the questions ahead of time. I want people to know that because I am always upfront and honest about everything. So I want them to know that you did see these questions ahead of time, but I wrote them down so I'd remember what to ask you. And I want to take you back years, to high school.
Yes, high
Yeah.
school.
And I say, I know this is a weird request, but I'd like to get into people's past, to kind of get people an idea of like where you came from, what you did, and so when you were in high school, what were you like? Were you in any clubs? Did you hang out with the preps? Were you a troublemaker? Let's hear, like, what were you like in high school?
Okay, what I was like in high school is I was on a couple of different clubs. I was on the yearbook staff, and I was on a club called Peer Teaching, and that was run by the school nurse. And actually what we did is we went around to well, they were junior highs back then, junior high and elementary school, and taught health, oddly enough. So
Wow.
that was, I guess, a background for me there. Um, the biggest club, I went to Carlsbad High School. The biggest club was the surfing club. I wasn't a surfer, but I was definitely a beach girl. That was the largest club, was the surfing club. So I was a beach baby, always at the beach.
Yeah. Well, now it was interesting because this kind of gets me to what my question was, and because I think a lot of times when we're younger, we do a lot of the things that we want to do. We don't have these obligations of jobs and taking care of our family and all this. We have an obligation to just have fun, party, and be who we are, right? And
Yes.
so I have this theory, and that is that when we're younger, we do the things we want to do. And I find it interesting that you were in this club that was into health, and you got into essential oils that is into health. I just kind of wonder if there's a tie in there, or was it by accident? What made you join that club in particular?
I honestly don't remember. I think that I had just read about it. I don't know if it was a up at school. I didn't, you know what? Didn't even have a friend on there. I was just drawn to it and thought, well, I'll check that out. And boy, I met friends there.
Isn't that interesting? It's like a lot of times I think things happen in our lives, we don't know why, and then maybe it'll be revealed to us later. It's possible that that's why you were involved in that, and it helped you to make your decisions about going with doTERRA, through your cancer treatments and stuff like that. So who knows? I don't know. I was just curious. I'm a very curious sort. So so
Yes,
now,
I never really thought about why or how I ended up there. I just did.
yeah, back in the day, huh?
Yeah.
So now I want to take you to your first job. I'm just wondering what your first paid job was, and what did you absolutely love about it?
Okay, you're not talking about high school jobs, right? You mean my
Just,
first big girl job?
well, yeah, let's say a job you actually chose.
Okay. Well, I was an escrow officer for
Okay.
a long time. What I liked about it, probably it was very interesting. Um, at that part of my life, I was very into numbers and balancing and making things perfect, and so that was a good job for me at that point in my life. And from then, I moved on to photography,
Oh,
and notice my background. I still have photography.
I was wondering if that was one of the photography things.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, I still have clients that call me from time to time, even though I don't promote myself as a photographer. I have had a studio for many decades. Many decades? Well, let's just say a few decades.
Okay. Cool.
Oh.
And then from there, you went to, so you were a photographer for how long?
Let's see, I officially became a photographer almost 30 years ago.
Oh, wow. And then did you do that? How long did you do that?
Well, I still dabble in it. So I can't say that I'm totally retired from it because I still do some photography.
That's true. So was that your full-time job at that time, or were you still just escrow? Okay.
That was my full-time. I quit escrow and well, my late husband was a photographer, and in fact, that's how we met, and or that's what drew us together, not how we met, is that I was an amateur and he was a photographer, professional, had his business with good equipment. I had questions and did not know it was going to end in marriage and me joining the business. And when he passed, I kept it going, and until 2008 hit. And then 2008 hit, and everybody and their brother who had a halfway decent camera became a photographer overnight.
Okay.
I couldn't compete with a $100 wedding or a $200 wedding. And so actually I took a different tack. I thought, okay, well, I have this escrow background. I know how to use computers. I know how to formulate documents. And I took a course in medical terminology and got a job in a medical record company where I worked with doctors all over the country. Some days I'd be working with pediatricians, other days cardiac or brain surgeons or psych wards, hospital doctors, or prison doctors, you know, all the realm. I was exposed to a lot of different things, exposed to having to know prescriptions and medicines and what they do, and then I found I had the skin cancer, and then you know the rest of that story. And I was able to whittle down my hours from that and finally totally quit that job last November.
So just 4 months ago, November?
Yes.
Wow. Well, congratulations. I didn't know that. That's awesome. So how is your business going, doTERRA? I know you love it, and I did want to share just something. I attended one of Sandra's parties at her house. It was about the oils and stuff, and it was so cool. First of all, it smelled awesome because you have all these different wonderfully smelling oils around you. But her son, he likes to cook, and he likes to cook with the oils, and he made us these. I'm not sure exactly what they're called, but I equate them to truffles. They kind of look like truffles, and they were so good. Just using the lemons and the I don't remember, he had used peppermint, used all kinds of oils. And so just wondering, like, how is your business going now?
It's going pretty good. This month especially, I've had a lot of people show interest, calling me up, sign up. I just signed up another business builder this week and getting her going. And so you haven't seen me a lot out and about because I've been busy training. And
that's good.
Focus, yes, my focus come January was to focus on training. And since I'm one person, it's been a little difficult. It's hard to get everybody together. And so I've been coming up with ideas on how to do that.
Okay. And are you looking for any, I guess, any masterminding on that? Do you have a masterminding team, or would you like us to kind of chip in and come up with some ideas?
Well, actually, that's one of my ideas, is that rather than a training, I'm going to be doing a mastermind group with my team. And the first one's this Saturday morning. And so anybody in my team can come over to my house. we're going to mastermind, and whatever their goals are, even if they're personal goals rather than business goals, because some people on my team, they are not really interested in the business, but they do have a friend or two who might be. So they can work on whatever they want to work on. And so I'm hoping if that doesn't work, then I'm going to try Skype and have more of a Skype thing, because they are all over San Diego County. It's not just in East County. I'm spread out quite a bit. Well, and I'm in a couple other states as well.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Yeah, the Google Hangout works great for it. Skype works great. It's a great way to communicate. Maybe somebody's not able to attend at that time, and so they can just chime in this way. Or maybe they're on vacation in Hawaii and they're like, I got to do the class, but I can't be there. I got to be in Hawaii instead. So
Yes.
poor things, But so maybe they want to be on the class. So maybe I think that's going to work out great.
I am really jazzed about it. I think it'll be really good. I have some good ideas that I'm excited to implement and to help my team move forward wherever they're at. When people sign up with me, whether they're a customer or whether they want to do the business or whether they just want to share it with a couple of friends, I'll meet them wherever they're at, and I tell them right up front.
Okay, I'm going to go a little off topic here. Not a question. A question I did not send you. And you can plead the Fifth Amendment if you want. I'll start off that way.
Okay.
What is your most embarrassing moment?
Oh, man. I have to just pick one.
Yeah. You don't have to pick just one. I have lots of them too, and it's really hard to choose.
I have one, but I'm not going to say that. I can't say that either.
Put that one in private.
I can tell you that one in private another time, but
Okay.
Probably having a brain freeze, probably, and something like this where I'm trying to really put my best foot forward and just having a brain freeze and forgetting what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, I have one kind of like that. I was at some event, and my husband was with me, and I went to introduce him, and I totally forgot his name. I'm like, he's like, Scott. I'm like, okay, sorry, I forgot your name. I've only known you for 25 years, So I think that happens to all of us, and, wherever we are. Let's see. I don't have any more questions. I think we're done with the Q&A part. Malia, do you guys have any questions for Sandra? Or Sandra, do you have anything that you would like to share with us that I didn't ask?
Before you answer that, let me say that the Q&A is open, so if anyone has any questions, there's a little Q&A feature on the left side of your screen. You can ask a question privately, or you can type a question in the chat, which is open as well. Just realize that there is a delay, so it'll take us a few moments to see your question. So.
And it could be about anything. It doesn't necessarily have to do with business.
Yeah,
correct?
Business or life or certainly, just anything that you would like some advice on. We would love to be able to give that to you.
Well, I'd like to, while we're waiting for that, I'd like to share something that I thought of this morning, and it's interesting because Lori's share was kind of along the same lines as far as, keeping moving forward, and I just want to inspire everybody to think about, some ideas that you have. Like, sometimes you have an idea, and you might think about it for a week, maybe you think about it for a month, and then you never do it, right? Well, some of those ideas that you have are ideas that are just going to be great ideas to inspire you to do more, So I imagine Ben Franklin or Henry Ford or Larry Page and Sergey Brin, who invented Google, by the way, so we wouldn't be on this Hangout if it wasn't for them. If they didn't pursue their ideas with the passion that they had for them, then we wouldn't be, driving cars. Well, there'd be cars, but not nearly as many probably. But then Benjamin Franklin harnessed electricity. We wouldn't be doing most of the things we do on Earth that we really take for granted. if those people hadn't taken those steps forward daily to make a difference. I just wanted to share my thoughts on that today.
Thank you. Oh, Diane has a question for you, Sandra.
Okay.
What is it?
She
I'm on my
said,
phone.
what
I can't
oils
get
do
on
I
the
use?
computer.
Oh, okay. She says, what oils do I use for those pesky gnats?
Ugh.
Okay. We have a oil called Terra Shield. It's unique to doTERRA. It's actually patented with doTERRA, and I would diffuse that one. If you don't have a diffuser, you can put it in a spray bottle with some water and shake it up and squirt it around the air. That's the first one I would try. We have another one called Arbor Vitae, which would be the next one I would try. I usually like going with the lesser expensive oil first before recommending a more expensive oil. I've had great luck with the Terra Shield. I put that on my cats for fleas.
Oh, what about mosquitoes? The same thing?
Yes, I'm allergic to mosquitoes, so when I'm out and about and it's going to be that time of night, I put that on. So I send that to my family when they lived in Florida, the golfers. I'd send that to them golfing, so they wouldn't be bugged by all the bugs.
That's why they call them bugs, right?
Yeah.
Bugged by them. Well, cool. So I don't see any questions coming up.
Yeah, there are no questions right now in the Q&A.
Okay.
I don't think. And in the chat, Diane put that in the chat. So thank you, Diane.
Yeah, bear with us as we figure out, really how to take advantage of these programs. They're really incredible, but there's a learning curve.
Yes, I couldn't figure out how to get on my computer, so I grabbed my phone, downloaded the app, and so I'm on my phone, but I can't see the chats. Questions.
Oh, that's really
good. I'm glad you got on your phone because that is working very well. So
Yes, it is.
Very good.
I couldn't tell the difference. I thought you were on your computer, Sandra.
Yeah, me too. So
I just want to mention something really quickly. Sandra, I think that I have seen you evolve from when you first got into the oils, and I just want to applaud you because you've had some, let's just say you've had some trials and tribulations along the way. And what I love about you is that you've persevered and you kept moving forward. And I know I don't know if you were on the call earlier, but it's just a testimony to kind of give validation that it is about moving forward. It doesn't mean you have to have, exactly the path that you're going to be on, but just putting that one foot in front of the other. And yes, it's hard. And I just wanted to say thank you because what you do, even though you might not feel it or know it, people watch you. And your heart is made out of gold, and you're always contributing without wanting anything in return, Sandra. And I just want to say thank you for blessing us with your friendship. And you're going to make me cry. So
you're making me cry. Thank
You're
you.
doing it, Lori.
Yeah.
Why do I do that?
I think the overall theme today has really been moving forward. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
It's
very
been an
good.
interesting path, and what has been most interesting is when I started on this journey, I did not know that self-improvement, personal development was going to be a part of this path. And so I can really tell that I have grown a lot, and it's been wonderful.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
awesome.
You look really amazing. Have you
Cry baby.
you
look
look really great. Yes.
Thank you.
Cry more often.
So before we're gonna actually end on time today, and maybe even a little bit early. But before we go, we love having a guest with us on each month. And so, Lori, do you know who your guest is going to be yet? Or do you want to open it up?
Well, I haven't told her yet, but just know that I will have a guest, and she will have plenty to share with all of us and pour into us. So
Yay!
it'll be a surprise.
And if you,
I want to leave us with this, because I've been keeping this at my desk, and I just want to share it with the ladies. To live a creative life, we must lose our fear of being wrong. So
Yeah.
I thought that was really a forceful quote to keep close to me, because it's not about being right or wrong. It's about doing what you know in your heart is right, even at the sake of it not turning out like you thought it would. So, for instance, I may sit down and drive 2 hours to go see somebody for a consultation, but in place already financially is something that I should not touch. Then I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to leave it alone and say, you know what, you need to stay where you are, but I'm going to walk away feeling great about myself. And I hope that everyone on this forum will put their best foot forward to help others just because.
yeah, and I think it's important too to connect with others, just because in our relationships, you know, a lot of times things happen where, you know, you may not have clicked, or, you know, maybe you didn't get along that first meeting, you know, but sometimes you have to set your pride aside. You know, it's not about right or wrong, or, you know, it's really about being our best selves. And sometimes other people, or all the time really, other people can help you be better, regardless of whether you hit it off on the first time or not, you know. And so I love that, because it is about setting your pride aside and just letting creativity flow through you, you know, so that you can be the best version of you in a creative and positive way.
Yeah, you know, I'd like to give an example of this kind of thing just happening to me 2 weeks ago, that taking the chance of being wrong. And I was attending an event, and it was really an incredible event. There was a phenomenal speaker there who is the founder of a huge charity, you know, here in the United States. And I went up to him, got my picture taken with him, you know, the little groupie person, you know, getting my picture taken. And then the next day, as I was driving up to this event, because it was 3 days, as I was driving up to this event, I had this epiphany that I wanted that gentleman to be the speaker, or the keynote speaker at Nonprofit Expo that I'm putting on. Another one of my ideas. I'm, you know, working out details right now. But I was driving up, and I'm like, I'm going to have him be the keynote speaker. When I get there, I'm going to walk right up to him, and I'm going to tell him he's going to be my keynote speaker. And I'm just, you know, got it in my head. This is what I'm doing no matter what, because I knew I had one opportunity to do this, because this is the last day I was going to see him. Well, when I got to the event, I couldn't find him anywhere. And I was like, oh, man, maybe he went home early, and I'm not going to get a chance, right? And so during one of the breaks, I'm on a mission. I am walking through, there's like 300 people there. I am walking through this crowd. I'm looking for him, looking for him. I'm saying, where is this guy, where is John? Where is John? Where is John? And finally I found him. He was in a circle, the closed-off circle, 4 gentlemen standing there, all over 6 feet tall. You know, I'm only 5'3". And I walked up to him and I said, John, that's not his name, by the way. John, you are going to be the keynote speaker at my nonprofit expo. And he was like, okay, let's go talk about it. But you know what? If I hadn't taken that opportunity to walk up to him, I would not have him as my keynote speaker. When you guys find out who this gentleman is, you're going to be so amazed that I did what I did, because I'm amazed at what I did. I was scared, yes, but I knew that I had this vision of him being there. And you know what? He's going to be there. I'm so excited. I can't wait till I can announce it. Malia will tell me when I can. Take that chance. If you have a dream of something, dream it to happen. Don't just dream about it. Dream it and make it happen.
Yeah, and it's absolutely amazing. You know, obviously I got to see you go through this whole process, which was amazing in itself. But again, when it comes to moving forward, you know, sometimes you know what you want and you know why you want it, and you don't know how you're going to get it.
Right.
And the best way is just to take the most logical next step, right? Mm-hmm. So you wanted a keynote speaker. You didn't know who it was going to be, right, or how you were going to get them, let alone, I mean, we didn't even know when, nothing. We didn't know anything, so we need a keynote speaker, right?
We didn't even have a date.
Yeah, nothing. There's nothing except the only thing is that there needed to be a keynote speaker for this thing that we haven't really created yet, right? But we know we need a big name there. That's the goal.
Yeah.
And that's it. You like set that goal and you just let it go. And you happen to be in a room with one of the biggest nonprofit organizations in the world with their creator.
Yeah.
And the logical next step, although is huge, you did it. Because there's only one reason why you were supposed to be at that event. And that is because that person was going to be there. It was all set up perfectly because you put it out into the universe, and then you had the courage to move forward, to take the next step. No matter what situation you're in, whether it be bad or good, because we kind of started out this conversation talking about a very personal negative situation. This is on the complete opposite, very positive, exhilarating experience, and both of you were able to move forward, not knowing how or why or when, but just by taking that very small next step. And that is the answer. That's what you have to do in order to have success, to have growth, to have abundance. Is every single day you gotta take that, even if it's small, you gotta move forward in some way to get you to where you want to be.
Right. Amazing.
Good job, Linda.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
Sandra, do you want to share anything in closing?
Who?
Sandra.
Oh, well, I just want to say thank you for this opportunity to let me tell my little story on your venue. I'm very honored that you asked me. It's very wonderful that you thought of me.
Thank you. You're incredible.
So I want to personally and on behalf of my hosts and Sandra, I want to thank everybody for coming today. It means the world to us that you would spend your afternoon with us, have lunch, and share your stories, your questions, and all of those things. We will be back here on April 16th, 2015, which is the third Thursday in April. we will have another very special guest to share with you. And I just want to put it out there, if you want to be a guest, please reach out to one of us, Linda, Lori, or me, and we would be glad to bring you on and share your story as well. So again, thank you for being here. And ladies that are on the panel, don't click off when I end. Um, and we will see you again on April 16th. Happy birthday to Linda.
Yeah.
And let's not forget Lori's birthday, which she so graciously shared. It's on Monday. If you get a chance, say happy birthday to her. And we will be back on April 16th. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.